Okay, John, thanks very much. Now let's hear from the governor himself. Rick Perry joining us this morning. Thank you for getting up, Governor. And boy, no one wants pity from an opponent. But you did look like you were in pain during that answer last night. What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about the number of federal agencies that were coming to mind, but the one that I wanted to say, the Department of Energy, would not come out. And you know, in all seriousness, that is one of the problems that we have in this country, is we got so many agencies of government out there that are impacting people's lives. Everybody makes mistakes. Trust me.
That is true, Governor. But as you know, that is one of the standard questions that everyone prepares for. Name 3 agencies you'd get rid of. Larry Sabato, presidential scholar, already calling this the worst moment in modern primary debates. You've got a host of Republican operatives out overnight saying this is a death blow to your campaign.
Well, the bottom line is that we're going to get up every day and go talk to the American people, and they know that there's not a perfect candidate that's been made yet. And I'm kind of proof positive of it every day, that people make mistakes when they debate. People make mistakes when they make statements. But there's one thing that Americans do know about me, and that is that my conservative beliefs about getting this country back on track are very deep-founded. For 10 years in the state of Texas, as I've had the great privilege to serve there, we created more jobs than any other state in the nation, while America lost 2.5 million. So if they're looking for the slickest debater or the best, smoothest politician, I may not be it. But if they're looking for someone who is a principled fiscal conservative, they know they can count on me every day.
I take your point, Governor, but it seemed to come at the absolute worst time for you in this campaign. You've been on a downward spiral since the campaign began, dropped almost 20 points in our ABC News poll nationally. If you look at the polls in the early states, you've gone from 1st to 4th in Iowa, 1st to 4th in South Carolina, 1st to 4th in Florida, doing even worse in New Hampshire. How do you recover?
Well, we just keep going out there and talking about the issues that we think are important to the people of this country. And again, there are going to be some mistakes made, and we'll deal with those as we go through them. And Americans are pretty forgiving people. What Americans are not forgiven about is those sitting around the dinner table last night, watching the debate, worrying about whether or not they're going to be able to have a job in the future to take care of their family.
You got into this race pretty late. Did you fail to understand what kind of preparation it would take?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, from the standpoint of preparation run for the presidency, it is a long slog and a hard slog, but absolutely, we gave complete and absolute thought to that. So, but again, the perfect candidate's never been created yet, and there's going to be people that make mistakes, and I'll make mine. Share of them.
Let me ask you about Herman Cain. He got some applause last night when he addressed those questions about the sexual harassment allegations against him. Did he put those questions to rest last night?
You know, that's for the American people to address, and that's the exact right place for it. So we'll leave it with the American people and allow them to make that decision.
Final question: how are you going to prepare for the next debate?
Well, it's coming up on Saturday, so just like we have prepared all along, is be ready to talk about our plan to cut and to balance and to grow the economy, and talk about the issues that are important to the people of America. And we'll probably, as a matter of fact, I got a website up, George, at rickperry.org. What federal agency would you most like to forget?
I'll bet you'll get a lot of answers. Governor, thanks for your time this morning.
You're welcome, George. Thank you.
Pretty good humor. I think you'll have a joke ready on Saturday as well.
I think SNL will have something ready
That's
too.
true, too.